Hi students, I'm Sarah DeMarco. I'm Mrs. DeMarco's daughter. I read a little while back. I read Tap Dance Fever, you might remember. Today I'm going to be reading Skippyjohn Jones, Lost in Spice. My mom read Skippyjohn Jones a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned that I love Skippyjohn Jones because I do. I love Skippyjohn Jones. I think he's so cute with his big ears. Lost in Spice is probably my favorite book other than the original one. So let's start. Skippyjohn Jones was nuts about Mars. Because it was the red planet. I love red, that's what I said, and I musty put some rusty on my big boy bed. So off he went to the kitchen where Mama and the girls were starting supper. We're making tuna poodle casserole, crooned his sister Jillyboo Jones. Tuna noodle casserole, corrected Mama. A poodle is a dog, and we don't eat dogs. Skippyjohn thinks he's a dog, said Jezebel. Yeah, agreed Jujubee. He thinks he's a chihuahua. Because his ears are too big for his head, added Jezebel. That's enough, scolded Mama. Pinkie Pie's ears are just fine. But Pinkie Pie was oblivious to their chatter. Oblivious means he didn't know what was going on. May I please borrow your bottles of red spice, Mama? He asked politely. Yes, you may, replied Mama, pleased with her boy's manners. But you better not be thinking of doing any sprinkling. Nuh-uh, said Skippy, blinking, or tasting, or pasting, or wasting, if you know what's good for you, she added. Well, Skippyjohn Jones always knew what was good for him. And look, he's sprinkling it into his bed. That's Skippy. And that was bouncing and pouncing and rocketing in the rusty dust. Oh, I'm Skippyjohn Jones, and I'm in a big race to be the first dog to bounce into space. Then a bit of the spice tickled his nose, and ka-chewy, the kitty boy sneezed. Holy hot tamales, exclaimed Skippyjohn Jones as he shot past his reflection. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, You are not a Siamese cat, dude. You are a wrecked red chihuahua. And the quicker you can say jumping jacks on Jupiter, the kitty boy found his mask and cape, a mirror, a marble, and his sock monkey, and stuffed these and a few other things into his spacesuit while he sang in a muy soft voice. My name is Cepito Frisquito, and I think there are Martian perritos. Some say the green creatures share all of my features. I hope it's not just fabelitos. That's his spacesuit. He's all junked up. He's got so much stuff in there. Back in the kitchen, the girls were being a big help to Mama Junebug Jones. I love noodles, declared Jillyboo. Noodles are silly, said Jezebel. That's because they're nude, said Jujubee. They're not nude, said Jillyboo, giggling. They're naked. She tossed one up to the ceiling where it stuck. But Skippyjohn Jones wasn't stuck at all. He was suited and ready for liftoff. The astronautito took one small step into his closet for chihuahuas. And one giant leap into the universe for Los Chimichangos. He was well into his orbit when a comet covered in crazies cruised by. Who goes there? Hollered Skippito. Martian, came the answer. Martian who? Martian to your closet and get us some frijoles, dude, said the voice. Poquito Tito, exclaimed Skippito. Is that you, amigo? See, it is all of us, los chimichangos, and said Poquito Tito, the smallest of the small ones. We are going to build a chili polvo pipeline from Mars to Earth, Pepito. Not the chili powder pipeline, declared Skippyjo. Excamente, howled the doggies. ¿Por qué? Asked Skippyjo. Because, amigo, began Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. The chili powder on Mars is muy caliente, and it will keep us very warm en el invierno. Sorry. And then they zoomed. Sorry if my Spanish isn't right. I don't know Spanish, so. But it's fun to say all of it. The Cuckoo Comet and the Kitty Boy made it to Mars with a soft landing. Woo, sighed Don Diego. That felt marvelous. Then he turned to glance at Skippyjo. No offense, Poco Coco, but why the suit de la nieve? Asked Don Diego. It's not a snowsuit, he declared Skippyjo. It's a spacesuit. Dude, you don't need a spacesuit up here, said Poquito Tito. You need a spice suit. Mars is covered in chili powder, chico. This made the Perosco Loco in the Rojo singing. Chili roo, chili ree, chili rito. It's a wag of the tail for Skippyjo. And there's nothing as nice as a rolling hot spice in the light of the Martian moonitos. But picture. But a roll in the Rojo would have been a no-no, because the quicker you can say Mucky's making meatballs, Skippyjo rolled and rolled and rolled in the opposite direction from his pipeline puchitos. Phew, said Skippyjo, panting. You boys are right. This spicito is hot. The astronautito was so collar under the collar that he had to take off his spacesuit. Muchachos, he called out. There was no answer. Uh-oh, Skippyjo said to himself. I am lost in spice. But the astronautito did not panic. He grabbed his binoculars and climbed up onto the roca. And that's when he saw it. Holy green gorillas, gulped Skippyjo. It's a Martianito. The Puchito pounced, just a whisker away from the unearthly creature. Dude, your ears are too big for your head. Your ears are too big for your head. Your head is too big for your body. Your head is too big for your body. You are not a Martian. You are not a Martian. No, I know I'm not a Martian, dude, said Skippyjo. I'm a Chihuahua, just like you. This one's long ways. There's the Martian and Skippyjo. To prove his point, Skippyjo ran back to his spacesuit and pulled out the little Rojo mirror he had packed. Look, said Skippyjo, holding it up so both of their faces showed. We are tweens. The Martian was so mesmerized that he could not take his uno ojo off himself. Skippyjo was so excited that he could not stop hopping and flapping his arms. Then all of a sudden he remembered he was lost. Hey, come on, uno ojo, called the kitty boy. We've got to find mi amigos. But uno ojo said nada. He simply sat and stared at his image in the mirror. Okie dokito, I'll go, but you have to keep your eye on my stuff, especially my sock monkey. Then he took off faster than a tiddlywink in a tornado. He didn't have to go far. In less time than it takes to tickle a termite, Skippyjo found his cucuritos cooped up inside a crater. Dudes, shouted Skippyjo. Dude, whispered Don Diego, you are just in tiempo. In time for what? Skippyjo asked. Hombres de la Marte, said Piquito Tito with a shiverito. Not the men from Mars, declared Skippyjo. The mere mention of Martians made the muchachos go mad. Knock, knock. Who goes there? Verde Martians everywhere, slurping sloppy ice cream cones, speeding in the spicy zones. Mossy Martians on the move. What do they think they have to prove? We did not come here for a fight. We want to build. We will not bite. Then Skippyto felt the fur stand up on the back of his neck. Because the critter's crater was about to have 5 whole crazy creatures for company. Holy hoppleheads, hollered Skippyto. Here they come. Before Skippyto could think what to do, the Verde visitors pulled out of their space buggy, hearing all of Skippyto's stuff. They were green and mossy. 2 were green and mossy, while the 3rd was green and bossy. The 4th was green and funky. The 5th was green and... Monkey! Yelled Skippyto. That's my sock monkey. Ditto! Declared Skippyto's one-eyed Martian twin, emerging from the green group before him. Without saying another palabra, Skippyto picked up his monkey paw and pulled. First Skippyto yanked it this way, then Uno Ojo yanked it that way. It's a tug-a-monkito, cheered the chimichangas. On the count of 3, the papitos planned to pull the tambien. But as the doggies shouted, Uno, the Martians hollered, Ojo, and uh-oh, Uno Ojo let a go-go, sending the kitty boy flying. Skippyto and his sock monkey hurled headfirst back to the earth through his closet door. Kaboom, he hollered, breaking the sound barrier and maybe his head. Skippyjohn Jones, exclaimed Mama, rushing to his room. What on earth are you doing? The kitty boy stood up and shook off a cloud of spice. I didn't do anything on Earth, Mama, replied Skippyjohn. I did everything on Mars. Oh, that's terrific, Major Tom. Then she straightened the kitty boy's ears. You must be starving. Later that night, the kitty boy looked up at the starry sky. Mars, he muttered, beginning to bounce. Oh, I'm Skippyjohn Jones, and I like my red jammies, 'cause they're made from the wool of my green Martian lammies. Stop bouncing, Pinkie Pie, scolded Mama. I'm not pink, I'm red, said Skippy. It's over, Red Rover, said Mama. Just go to sleep. And that is exactly what he did. All right. I hope you enjoyed our book today. If you want more Skippyjohn Jones, just tell my mom and I will read some more Skippyjohn Jones. We have a couple more Skippyjohn Jones books. I hope you love Skippyjohn Jones as much as I do. And come back tomorrow for another video. Bye.